Hey, I'm TJ. Today I'm going to show you a bit of a haul I've got, but it's a bit of a bittersweet one. So a couple of weeks ago my grandmother died. We all call her Ma, so if you hear me calling her Ma from now on, that's who I mean. She was my last grandparent, and we're all sort of moving on as we can. But there are a few things that I've inherited from her that will definitely be going into my everyday wear. So I thought I'd share them with you. First of all, I want to show you a couple of boxes, I guess jewellery boxes, trinket boxes that I got from her that are, I think, absolutely gorgeous. So there's this one. Which from what I can tell was made in India. I don't remember Ma ever going to India, but God knows where she got it from, but it's gorgeous. So I took possession of that one. Next one is a jewellery box that she had from, she was past 90 when she died, and she's had this since she was a teenager. So God knows how old it is. Let's see if I can do it justice for you. Look at that. It's really beautiful. It does need a little bit of work. Some of the clasps and stuff, the metal has eroded a bit, and it definitely needed a good clean before it was even looking this nice. There was a little like ballerina mechanism in there, like if you would wind it up and it would play music. It doesn't do that anymore, so I'm tempted to go get it fixed sometime so that it still does that. But I am overjoyed to have this. The amount of times I remember her showing me all her favourite trinkets out of this box. So I'll start by going through the trinkets in the box. One that I am very hesitant to use at all is this fan. By the look of it, it is many years old. Let's see if I can open it gently. What I might have to do is find some way to display this in its open form, because I'm worried that every single time I open it, like there's little tears coming in here, and I'm worried that I might end up damaging it, but I really want to keep it because it's gorgeous. So that might not be so much a wearable item, but a display item. There's also, and I have no idea why my ma had this, this gorgeous gaudy pendant that looks like it should belong to some medieval king or something like that. But knowing me, I can definitely dress that up and include that in an outfit, so that's amazing. She also had this original little pill box, a little pattern on it, love it. She also had this belt buckle, but from the way it's done, I think I'm probably going to end up using it more as something to hold a scarf, like if you loop two ends through a scarf. But it is quite lovely. She had this necklace. No, none of these are probably real valuable stones or anything like that. Wasn't the sort of person she was. She didn't have a lot of that stuff. But I figure it is pretty nice, and again, I'll do something with it. She had this gorgeous set of beads, which are gold and green and look like they've been coated in some sort of thread or something like that to give them that sheen. They're not just shiny plastic or anything like that. So that's pretty. There was also this pin brooch sort of thing, I guess. This thing with a cute little star at the end. So this comes off, you can pin it through something. and then the star hooks onto the main bar to hold it together. Again, I have no idea how old any of this stuff is. She didn't label it well, but these were all in her special collection, so they were special to her. She was never a pierced earring woman. She had clip-on earrings. So I didn't keep many of these because I use pierced earrings, but some of them I just could not resist. Like this one, sort of a Celtic knot, blue, green and red and gold. I already have an idea about what sort of thing I could wear that with. I also found this pair, but it's a lovely leafy sort of set with a few bluish iridescent stones in it. So there's a beautiful pair like that. And then there's a pair like this with a little green stone in them. Again, most likely none of these are precious, but they were precious to her. And those all came in this cute little box, which from the look of it came from Golo. If anyone remembers that shop, I think it's been out of business for about 20 years. Also what we have are a couple of little spiral rings. Now I probably wouldn't actually use these as rings. I've seen ways that people use coils of metal such as these to secure like a braid in their hair. You sort of thread it through and push it up. So that's sort of what I was thinking, because I don't wear a lot of rings. But we'll see how we go. A few other bits and pieces I got. I actually did get a ring because, I don't know, it just matched a lot of the colours she had. She obviously liked this particular one. It's obviously cheap costume jewellery, but yeah, green with, I don't know what you'd call it, filigree almost surrounding. Don't know if it'll even fit my finger. Barely goes past the knuckle, but it's adjustable, so I'll have to see how I do with that. I left a few brooches, which are lovely. There's this one, a golden basket with a few flowers in it. I actually wore this to her funeral. And there's a couple of red ones. So this red brooch with a couple of little diamond-like stars on the edge. It looks like it might have almost had something threaded through it, but you know, I really can't tell. There's also this giant gaudy red brooch with some leaf pattern around the outside. I'm sure I can find something to do with that. And then this tiny little, don't know if you'll even be able to see it. It's a tiny little angel, just a tiny little pin. So that'd be something to, like, if you've got a scarf or something and you want to just keep it in place, just there. There were a few other pins that she left me that were, again, nothing greatly special, but I think they were special to her. One of them is just a little golden flower on a stem. Again, take the bottom off, stick it through something, put the bottom back on. Got a few of these now, mostly inherited. And then a similar sort of one, she must have gotten sometime when she was traveling Australia. It's a little koala. Ooh, I don't know if you can see it with that reflection. It's a little koala with holding an opal in the middle of it. And from the looks of it, I'm reasonably sure that it's an actual opal. Anyway, and then I'll come to probably the most precious bits. So this is a locket with some nice flowery leafy patterns on the front of it. It's silver but the patterns are in gold or a goldish colour. And when I popped it open, there was a little note inside saying, Dad to Mum, silver wedding anniversary. So I don't know if that means it was Ma's dad to Ma's mum for their silver wedding anniversary, or if it was my pa to Ma for their silver wedding anniversary. But either way, this is a really precious piece, and I'm not sure how often I'll bring myself to wear it because it's pretty special to the family. And for the jewellery at least, last but certainly not least, is a set of pearls. Proper, genuine pearls. This gorgeous double strand. I wore this to a funeral as well. It's even got a really old-fashioned, lovely little clasp. So that's something that's going to be, again, special occasions only. Apart from the jewellery, I did also manage to get some other bits and bobs. Sadly, because of the sort of clothes she wears, a lot of them went to the Salvation Army. So hopefully they can be picked up by someone who needs them and the money can go to a good cause. There were a few bits and bobs that I managed to acquire myself. One was this light purple tank top. It's a little big for me, but I can easily remedy that, and it perfectly matches the colour of one of my pale purple skirts, and I've already worn it and it actually works really well. There were also a few scarves and bits and bobs. She had, of all things, a leather belt sort of thing, so tied around your waist, tied at the back, which is perfect for my style. Got this silver belt, which God knows how long she kept this, because I have never seen her wear it. She did tend to hold on to things though. Got another beautiful flowy sheer black shawl, and she had this beautiful royal blue shawl with little elephants at the end. That's perfect for my style as well. In amongst all her stuff, I did find this lovely scarf, which upon further investigation is actually silk. So I definitely said yes to that rather than sending that to the salvos. And then there were a couple of white things, which is a bit serendipitous considering I'm on a journey to accepting the white colours again. So there's this lovely sort of iridescent sheer scarf shawl thing. And there's also this lovely fluffy knitted neck scarf, which will all be perfect additions to my collection. And last but not least, there's this bag. Quite a large one, but it caught my eye. It's right up my alley as far as taste. So I decided to grab that for myself as well. So all in all, as I said, pretty bittersweet. It's not good losing someone you love. but I guess every time that I'm wearing any of these items, I'll be remembering her. So hopefully you'll see them in some of my future videos. Thanks for sticking around and watching. We'll see you next time.